A fine attacker. Okay, so the next two are still kneeling, still getting pinned, but now it's from a mirror hand. So that's what's different on these two, is mirror hands, this side first. So now he's got me, and now I don't have the option to move that way because this is the side that's pinned. Okay, so now we investigate another way to, yeah, thank you, another way to deal with getting a little bit of mobility, and that is to give him a sincere, but he's your friend, so only a sincere but not real, punch to the face. Now he's going to rock back some, right? And as he rocks back, you come up under, classic hiki-taosh grab, and then you just move away, and this is just hiki-taosh. But the idea is you get him light by encouraging him with an uppercut that you don't actually do in here because we want people to come back. All right, so again, that one, he comes here, I don't rock back, I stay this way, and I come up here. And again, as he gets light, I can come up, and then I just get out of the way because he's either going to go back or he's going to fall forward. And you will see this in a few other techniques that we do later on. We will be getting the off balance with a strike to the face. On the other side, I thought we'd do these two so you could work on them together. All right, so here, we're going to do it again. We're going to punch there. He's going to get light again. This time as you come up, make a Y with your thumb and fingers. Okay? And then you're going to step a little bit to the side here. Your hand's going to come over where your elbow's on top, right? And then that's just a wakigatami. Okay, so let's do them both again. The first one is hiki-taosh. So you go this side. Here, hit him. He rises up. Just come out of the way. Okay, other side is a wakigatami. You hit him up, you come up catching his wrist in the Y, make a little move to the outside, whoops, and didn't quite get the wakigatami that time. Elbow on top. But I didn't follow him, that's good. Okay, so let's practice those.
Somewhere, and we have this lock, right? And it's a whole game of, oh, I hold this in the right kind of way and I make her squeal and pat. Oh, and it's sort of a game of playing uncle. And that's not really what it's about. It's not about submission. We do it as a game of playing uncle because we can do it safely with repetition and wind up not breaking each other's arm. But it's actually a body of technique that's designed around how are we going to preserve the knowledge. So when we got to teach people to go be brutal to other people like in wartime, and it is about breaking their arm or disarticulating the shoulder or busting the neck or causing real damage, how do we teach the efficient places of doing real damage? Right. For instance, the stuff that locks down here, and we talk about, oh, we have to control this point, and we got to control this point. Well, if you do that with your body weight, and I think I'll just take this in as far as it'll go, and I'll take my body weight as far as it'll go right at that spot, that's a real efficient way to break the arm. Makes it easy. The stuff about, oh, we should be above their shoulder line instead of back down here. Again, that starts making the shoulder far more vulnerable when you start doing everything in this line versus this line. Cool. When I get to the end of wakigatami, I tend to be like a judo guy. Because again, I'm interested in tearing this out right here at this socket. I want to disarticulate the whole arm, not just the wrist or the elbow. Cool? And make it pop out like one of those chicken bones that makes that popping noise, right? So it's a preservation of really despicable, awful knowledge that we don't like to spread around as the normal thing that we do with each other, but we do have to preserve it in the art, given that someday we might be required to teach it to people that need that, right? And in the meantime, we're a bunch of civilized bastards that don't need that, so we play this funny game with it instead. Uncle, or maita, yeah, the patting thing, you know. And there are places where they turn the patting thing into sort of, I'm going to do pain endurance and see how much you can do to me before I pat. And people who sadistically keep cranking after you've patted. There's all kinds of weirdness that gets built into that weird game. Don't mistake the weird game for a weird game. It's actually preserving knowledge. Okay? Cool.
One last technique
to
do before the
last technique.
5.
Oh, there's a fifth.
There's the fifth one. There you go. Tagger it.
This is the double hand grab.
Okay, cool.
So I'll show it to you first how you've seen it before, because we've been double hand grabbed before. In like San kata and in Go kata. We were double hand grabbed and pinned. And what we were taught in those was to keep our hands on our thighs. We don't fight that, but we rise and let our thighs do the work. That gets them off balance, and then you can take them places. Here, again, we're thinking, okay, he's really got us pinned, so the thigh isn't an option. What can we do? Well, again, you can do this kind of first take a nice breath, and it kind of sucks him back, and then you take your elbows and push into him. See, and I did that without my legs. This isolation that Nick was talking about. And with this, then he's got a choice on what he wants to do. Oh, he wants to go that way. Fine. Because he's either going to go, my thought on this is back, to my left, or to my right. And you just wait until he decides that. So this one in particular, if he grabs me and I rock back, that's it. You're done. So you can't think rock back. You think take a breath and kind of pull into your spine, then elbows into him. See, no fingers, no stiff arms, just elbows into him. Waiting for him to decide. Looks like he's going that way. Okay, fine. So try that.
Similar to the choke from behind.
It is, yeah. So let's try that. This is the fun one because with both hands down, you tend to really kind of panic and want to do interesting things.
Whoever you are.
Chris,
Chris.
My wearing of name tag idea is not working out. It's now dependent on you for their balance, and then all you have to do, A, is remove any strength from your hands, and B, give a little twist. So you
do 2 techniques in a row. You do something like that.
Give you a little weight. You want to bring me into your shoulder. There you go. Just a little bit. Now you can lift. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that's...
It's that first action that you just did right there. That's the same first action right here.
And I was just messing up with Tony in the sense that I was trying to get my hands all the way up.
Oh.
So here,
Right.
and he just, right there, he's got me.
Right.
Because right now, I'm dependent on him for my balance.
Yeah, you
Because
don't have
I'm
to-
still leaning on him.
There's no, it doesn't have to be
Yeah, it doesn't have to
here.
go there.
It doesn't have to be deep.
Yeah, it just has to be.
enough.
And yeah, and then that's it.
It just has to be enough.
You're not thinking of like striking them in the throat with the fingers.
Oh,
It's more.
if she let go or something,
Well, yeah.
if she let go, these are going into here.
Oh.
Yeah, these are messing with her face and her nose and up her throat and all this stuff. But when it's
Yeah,
done its job, it
yeah.
doesn't really need to
Yeah.
go any further.
Straight is more of a.
Right.
Actually,
yeah.
yeah.
This part of my arm wants to be passive.
Yeah, yeah.
This, from my elbow to my fingertips, I don't really want it to be highly active. What's driving her is from this part. I want my elbow to go up the length of her arm
Yeah, that's,
and tie
then
it
you're
to
stuck.
my shoulder.
Yeah, because I think I've done this standing
Yeah.
up, and I was thinking
Right.
more in the terms of almost like a karate punch to the throat.
Right. Well, the alignment is like that. The alignment is like pointing in that direction. But I don't want to focus on
don't want to focus on the wrists.
my hands being the driver.
Right.
I want to actually focus on my hands being, they could be feeding myself, I don't care. They're doing some other job. And the driver
Yeah, is that.
is coming here.
Yeah.
Is coming from this elbow. And it's just the connection point that happens to be, yeah, happens to be there. Cool?
Yeah, that's